Welcome to episode 1 of the brand new podcast from the creators of that podcast that kind of sounds like two guys farting on a couch. Quote, Death Killer 98X. Comes a new a new sensational experience. Luckstat 0.
Welcome to it.
I lost my job today.
I also lost my job today. So we thought,
really no better way to start a Luckstat 0
yeah,
cast
I mean,
than by losing my fucking job.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll drink to that.
Yippee! It's a good mule, though. Oh, he's okay. Hold on.
So yeah, so we lost our jobs today. Not super great.
In a bout of fury. Now, granted, when I agreed with people that we should not load on dangerous and breakable things yesterday, I did not imagine that this would cost me my entire job the next morning.
No, it was kind of like, I'm sure this will be fine. We'll just take it in 2 trips.
Yeah.
But no. There was like no arguing about that.
It was not
We were
fun,
certain
yeah.
we were taking it in 1 trip. And I said, okay, 0 trips then.
Yeah.
No one's going anywhere. Good luck with that.
No trips. This being mostly that we were the only 2 people who were on the
Drive the
insurance
truck.
to drive this massive box truck that furniture is otherwise delivered in. They apparently have some difficulty hiring people to do that because no one can be on insurance in this state, but that's like a whole other problem.
That's because nobody can fucking drive here, though.
Anyways, now I gotta get new and fun jobs, but we're gonna also be putting up lots of content on this new YouTube channel up.
Yeah, that one. And there's also going to be plenty on that second one right below it. There's already some there on that second one right below.
There's some real good ones, actually. Go check that DayZ video out. That one's pretty fucking solid.
There's like a handful of them now. But go check all of them out. They're all something.
They're all good. They're all good.
All I'm saying, they added a train mod. I went and hunted the train mod.
Yeah, trains are cool.
It's not as functional as I was led to believe.
Let me start some also new nonsense I gotta do. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, no, I guess we'll say that when we get to the mail, because there's a whole new email address to send the nonsense to also, right? I mean, I changed everything over.
Yeah, it's a whole new podcast.
In the last, like, 30 minutes.
We're doing all kinds of new stuff, like smoking pot.
If you want to check out our old podcast, you can find that at the Thunder Couch. It's on Spotify. I don't know. I mean, the Twitch at Lightning Sofa presumably still exists. People over there are probably wondering what's going on. They'll never know.
We made announcements.
People are really bad at following anything I say, though, on these.
We made announcements on the last, like, 4 episodes.
Nobody even knew. I mean, that, like...
Well, hey, had they been watching our stuff, they would have known. But they weren't, so they don't.
Well, it's because it wasn't going up
That's
live, and I don't post the things anymore. So.
I'm not a Twitch kind of person. I'm more of a YouTube kind of guy, so we're here now.
That's why we're here.
YouTube things.
That's why we're on the main video channel for all of the world.
Not to shit all over Twitch, but
no, I get it in there. Why not?
They're trash. The viewers are like, it's weirdly hard to get a view on anything, honestly. Just based on the fact of it wants you to tag things and make that work and
Doesn't make
fluctuate
it easy to do
throughout.
that.
It just seems obnoxious.
Yeah.
And You have to be live. You can't do not live stuff, so fuck that.
Instead, we're gonna do some other stuff, some videos and things.
Yeah.
Lots of them, especially until
Employment.
I got another job.
I hope we get jobs soon. Maybe I'll be like a different kind of repair guy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's a possibility, right?
You know, honestly, maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Maybe South Park should have been an inspiration to begin with. Maybe we just go into handyman work.
You want to just start doing gig work?
What's stopping us? So anyways, you know, we got fired from our jobs, and that's...
I don't even feel like Luxtat 0. I feel like Luxtat like -1 or something.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty Luxtat nothing with losing the job right now. It's not super great.
I basically get fired once at Christmas as God punishes me with his cock again.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of that, but...
You know, but again, I basically plan to have one in 2 weeks. Or other stuff, and that'll all be pretty sick.
We'll work it out. We'll make some money in some ways, and y'all keep showing up for these wonderful podcasts.
I gotta get the donation button on the YouTube. It's only on the Twitch, and I need your money more than ever, people. I need it.
Yeah, I don't know how that works on YouTube, but we'll figure
Maybe
that out.
it doesn't.
And we need your help.
I'll put my Cash App down there. You help a brother out, all right? You don't know how it is out here. It's hard for a pimp.
Hemp in distress. Hemp in distress.
Pimp down. Pimp down. It's been my whole day, basically. It's just that, like, it's hard to think about other things because I walked into work being like, yeah, I might get, like, mildly yelled at.
Yeah,
for,
like whatever, but we're going to Texas, and then just, nope, no, we are not going to Texas.
No.
Okay, hard no.
So that was dope.
That was awful, honestly. And then it was just kind of an argument back and forth, and it's been...
And now the same person we
frustrating.
argue with is gonna bring me my money later, which won't be enough.
No.
And that, I mean, it's, you know, it's awful.
Yeah. Especially considering I once truly enjoyed this job and thought it was great.
Yeah.
Now it's hot garbage and I hate it.
Yeah.
Burn it. Throw it in the blight.
Throw it into the same blight they refused weirdly to have us throw most things into.
Which was very confusing. Like, they're not taking our trash. What are we gonna do? Let's take it to the dump. Well, we took all our trash to the dump. Now they won't take our trash in the dumpster. Well, okay, put some in the dumpster and then let them take that and then take the rest to the dump. We have too much trash. I'm sorry, this is so confusing. Everything, every order was so weird and confusing. All of them double backed to like contradict each other.
Bro, it'll be sick. It's just Myron and that one guy now.
Yeah.
Who also wasn't there when I was fucking around in the back, so it's just Myron now.
Yeah. You got it. I believe in him.
I was honest with him. I told him to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
Myron,
believe in him.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy. He'll figure it out.
I was like, Myron, you should get out of here, man.
I actually don't think he should. He's been written up 5 times. And he still has a job. You technically didn't even get written up as far as they're concerned. And you got fired. He's 5 times.
It's true.
5 times. He's still hanging out. I think he's fine. I figure fuck it. Keep working there for a while. They're mad at you, but they don't know how to like really be mad about it. They were really mad at you. I don't know why they just decided they hated you for no reason.
Probably because our owners do. They just really don't like me.
I don't know why though. They've never really like.
I feel like it all started
interacted with you
with the small slight to one of them that was, "Why are you conducting all of your shit with a pencil and paper?"
Yeah, but I mean, he's not even the real like. He's like the lowest of the bar.
You like the rest of them sign at the Christmas party, and we're like, piercings and tattoos. This person's a teen.
Oh no.
And they don't like us. They don't think we're the coolest guys ever for Revsies. They must be haters. Anyways,
Just did I like lose you there? Or?
now I'm out here ripping and sipping mules.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking soju, but
You are doing this true. But you know, we're gonna make some fun video game videos and content.
I mean, I'm pretty excited. I think we're gonna have to get into some silly shit, just kind of right away. So
Probably true.
I downloaded Garten of Bonbon.
Oh, Garten Bonbon.
Yeah.
It's time now.
I figure that seems like the stupidest thing that I can really think of.
Scary. Yes.
Let's find out.
I know it is. I'm very sure of this.
Personally, I think it'll be fine. I think all the horribly creepy and concerning characters are only mildly creepy and concerning.
I don't like it.
I don't think until like number 6. I feel like
Number
that's where it's gonna
6?
get really scary.
That you think it gets scary until number 6?
I don't think the first one's gonna be that scary.
Damn.
I feel like they're gonna get a weird peak in number 2, and then it gets real scary in 6.
Nice.
I don't know why I'm predicting that. That makes no sense at all, but these are my thoughts.
It's possible.
I haven't really seen
That's an
much
option.
more than the random trailers that we've watched. I don't know. I think we get into like the KFC dating simulator.
Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, for sure.
You don't want to date the Colonel?
No, but
I think
someone
you're full
does.
of shit.
Fuck you.
No, but someone does. I think you're full of shit.
What? And everybody wants the Colonel.
Why do you think they made the game?
Money.
But it's free. It's because everybody wants.
Maybe
the
people go
Colonel.
buy fried chicken though, you know. You go, oh, Colonel, so sexy, so fuego. I go buy KFC now. Very wonderful.
Is that what you think when you see a sexy Colonel Sanders?
Sure.
So I'm gonna go eat some chicken.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you see somebody out there and you're just like, that person makes the best fried chicken.
No, just the Colonel.
Okay.
Not like I don't just see a stranger on the street that's hot and go, damn, I'm fucking hungry. Be like vaguely worrying.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Well, it's
But the
also a little
Colonel,
bit worrying.
For sure.
Colonel Sanders. God damn, do
hot-
I want some chicken.
Oh, there's some fucking breaded thighs right there, boy. God damn. Yeah, fuck, I don't know.
Look at Colonel Sanders and go, God damn, do I want some cock.
Maybe was I too late to start the first episode of this podcast?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to be sober for this?
I mean, I never really am, but I try to be like mildly for the first, what have you, like couple of minutes.
It's been like 20.
Oh my god.
Obviously, we have to cut out like at least 5 of that because, you know, racism, but
they're not a race. It's not good, but it's not racism. It is anti-Semitism.
Godism?
No, it's anti-Semitism. It's what it is.
yeah, good, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how
But
a
that's
good
not
bit
a
of this
race.
already is gonna have to be cut though.
No, that wait, this is fine.
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
can beep that part. I've seen you do it. There is this Mafia 1 video on the old YouTube.
It's
that,
fine. This one's not for Spotify. I'm just
Boy.
gonna like edit this and we're gonna make it work.
oh my goodness. Do I go off a lot in the beginning of that one? Damn, and again, like, so why was that not more? That's a good video.
I think the same thing happened to that one. I think it was because it had copyrighted music in it that it didn't get pushed as hard, so it didn't get as many views.
That's a good video. I don't know.
So other than getting fired, what happened to you this week? I mean,
Well, so like a lot of it doesn't matter now because I got fired.
I know,
That's the
right?
thing,
It's
right?
like, man, I had to do all this bullshit
Yeah.
for this job.
I do a ton
to
of
fuck this
stupid,
job.
absolute horror, and then 2 days after Christmas, I got fired. Christmas was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Had a nice Christmas. That's all. Bitchin'. Spent all my money. Kind of wish I hadn't done
Yeah,
that
a little bit.
in retrospect. But what can you fucking, you know? Whoops.
It doesn't even really feel like a whoops. It just feels like a slap in the face. Like,
Weeps. Woo. There's gonna be a lot of this episode. Yeah. But, you know, Pickles is right. It's a really good way of dealing with the bad thoughts. It's just yelling something like that and then consuming alcohol or other drugs.
I highly recommend.
Don't let them get in there. When you feel their spears start to stab into your brain, those of you mentally ill, you know what I mean. Yeah, when you feel the spears start to stab into your brain, just yell out your nearest exclamation like a good yippee, yeah, and then just imbibe.
You don't have to think about the fact that you're dying if you're saying yippee and then doing a line or something.
Yeah.
At least that's Pickle's thoughts.
He's right.
Highly recommend Metalocalypse.
He's
If you
right.
haven't seen that, it's one of the greatest things of all time. In
Man,
general.
since we can do whatever, I would really love to do, especially for whatever, I would love to do a commentary of ours on some of early Gundam. I think it would be very funny.
I thought you were gonna say a Metalocalypse, and I was like, I'm down to do that, but
no.
it's gonna be a lot of dumb shit.
First of all, absolutely also that, yes. Well, that's going to be both of us liking it, but in the thing we talked about earlier where there's going to be some, I think it'd be really funny.
So really, it's gonna be just mostly trying to sum up what we can, because we can't show a lot of it. We show like a little bit.
The first Gundam you can show all of.
Okay, that's fair. No, I meant for like Metalocalypse at least. Like,
Yeah, no.
can only show
no,
like little
no,
bits.
no.
Well, that may or may
Yeah,
not
you
be
can
true. I mean,
show those early 1970s kids slurring ahoy all the way. It's fine, you're allowed to.
awful.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna. That's gonna be very funny.
Just terrible.
You get to see Amaro. It's gonna hit women. It's like 1969.
I don't think we can show that.
No, you totally can. It's like
No, I don't think we can show that.
No, you totally can. No, it's like,
No, of course you can.
they play it on Toonami and shit.
Well, that doesn't mean we can show it.
That's like on cartoon. Well, no.
YouTube's not Cartoon Network.
I feel like you can get away with more than television on YouTube. You think less?
It depends.
Because in television, for the most part, even for the worst stuff, you can't swear for like the first 3 minutes. This is why many of them have actually intros in the first place.
Well, we're not monetizing immediately, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah!
Yeah.
He's gonna hit women.
Well, I don't know about that, but
And man, it's not a sexism thing. He just, he's just
you're making it sound like a sexism thing.
He's just a slap.
You're making it sound like he's just walking through the bar, seeking out women, and just slapping the fuck out.
Well, first of all, he's like a teenager, so that'd be really amusing.
Well, first of all, yes, but
then he had this like 16-year-old just walking through and just like, but like no. He just he responds with violence to many people, especially adults. Actually, just really funny because most of the time, you know, adults just like they just whip his ass because it's the 70s. So fuck off, you hit the fuck up out of a kid. And they like let him miss his little slap and they just like crack him in the mouth. They're like, "Go back to your room, boy." It's like, damn. And you gotta pilot a robot. What a time, man. I'm telling you, Robot Vietnam is crazy. That'd be the one to actually watch, is 8th MS Team, which is not horrible and terrible like that, and is actually Mech Vietnam. That one's cool.
why are we watching it if it's not horrible and terrible?
No, yeah, that makes a good point. Yeah, so you're gonna want to stick to 1 and then Zeta and Double Zeta, featuring protagonists that are just not the best.
Featuring neo-Nazis, just whoa.
I mean, no, there are neo-Nazis in the other team though, for sure.
No. Well, I mean, that is vaguely featuring Nazis, though.
Yeah. I mean, Char sometimes is on neo-Nazi team, but he's not one.
I don't know.
Probably.
Sometimes a Nazi, always a Nazi.
He does have more like a big helmet, so it's hard to say.
It sounds like a Nazi. Maybe it's just me. Sounds like a Nazi. Well, I mean, it's been a good bit of time. I mean, you think of anything you've done over the past, like, month? I mean, I got a computer and started that whole YouTube channel up there in that corner over there. That happened this month. I played a lot of DayZ that none of you will get to see. Some because I deleted on purpose, some because I accidentally forgot to hit record.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean...
No, again, it was mainly just like working up to and getting done like Krimu.
Yeah, I mean, sending off presents and such was...
Facts. Again, work it was evil and bad, but it hardly matters because...
Oh, no, it still matters. Still matters, I'm still thinking about it. Still matters.
Yippee!
I gotta make a new one.
Woo!
Luckily, I pre-refrigerated my soju.
Goddamn. You got a whole nother one.
Yeah, they're like $2.
Yeah.
You get them at the town over local mart. That's what they call it.
I hope the town over burns to the ground.
But not the local mart, because they have $2 soju.
I hope just the soju is left. And we'll just go there and pillage it.
That's good, that's good. So you want about a third soju, and then the rest of the glass Sprite. Or Starry, or whatever I'm consuming. 7-Up.
Sparju.
I thought it was gonna break off, but now it's getting a weird little tail.
Nice. I have been playing a lot of Control, I suppose.
How's Control?
It's a super cool game, honestly.
Hell yeah.
It really is. I feel like it was low-key slept on to some degree.
I mean,
Like,
I'm not gonna play it.
like they don't make a lot of third-person shooters anymore, and it's very fun. The telekinesis, especially, is like super cool. You know, I love throwing people into other people or like flying around and shit like that. That's dope. It's hard. It is quite challenging. I played a boss recently that was legitimately like, you must keep moving, it will kill you in one burst. Like, it was fucking hard. I died like 3 or 4 times to it.
Oh, so it's coming to touch you.
Yeah, which for me is great, because
because you like being
because I need to be
like
touched.
that.
I'm so sad. And also, I love Dark Souls-esque, like, hard-ass bosses. So
Right.
getting challenged in that way, I was like, okay, fuck yeah, we're gonna keep playing this game. Like, I didn't know they were gonna actually, like, fucking
Fair enough.
throw something at me. Like, okay, alright. Damn. That shit was crazy.
I decided to buy Arma 3, and
I really want to buy The Witcher because it's only $7,
Oh, that's fair.
but I don't even have $7.
So I got Arma 3 because it's only $7.
Yeah.
And honestly, at first was like, no, exactly. This game's super sick. And then and then I hit the drone level.
Then you hit the drone level.
And I gotta tell you,
Flying drones. is
why
hard.
the fuck did they make the drone level? Like, explain it or tell me where to go. Like, either explain where I need to get, like, the target marked, or wholesale explain how to fly this fucking drone. Because I
Yeah.
cannot find the target, even though it is vaguely marked on the map.
Oh, it is marked on the map. Okay.
Yeah, see, I didn't think it was previously, but I looked today and found out it is marked on the map. Because I'm starting to learn how to fly the drone. It only took
Yeah.
me like a week and a half.
Like, I mean, that's a pretty good time for normal people to learn how to fly a drone. So.
Yeah, except for in the game, you're supposed to learn how to fly it in 5 minutes.
Hear me
Yeah,
out.
you have all of like 5 minutes to grab this thing off of someone's body, set it up, get it in the air, and mark targets.
should join a private military company. Fly the drone
No.
for them. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I guess I should have.
Real life, you made a lot of money.
I don't know, I've gotten shot in the simulation like a bunch, so...
But don't get shot in real life.
Well, that's what I'm saying, I don't really want to get shot in real life, and
Well, don't.
thank you for that advice.
Yeah. Don't fucking do that.
I'll use that one moving forward.
It's trash, let me tell you. Trash experience all around.
I mean, probably.
Would not 0 out of 10 would recommend ever. At any point.
So I also got New Vegas with all the DLC. That's a real yippee. And I started playing a bit of that. And I gotta be honest, the best thing that the PC ever offered was just pushing one button and letting go, and suddenly my character is just off. They're off into the world, and I can do whatever, and that character is gonna keep walking in that direction just forever. That's the best thing ever in video games ever. The forever walk button.
Yeah, no, the auto walk button's a fucking game changer.
Like, fuck, man, that's so good. Like, fuck the rest of New Vegas. Like, the game's great and all, but like... Forever Walk Button? Forever Walk Button goes so hard.
It's pretty
Are you
solid.
kidding me? That's fantastic. I'm gonna have to remap my keyboard, but I also got Gato Robo. It's honestly, it's fantastic. It's literally like a spaceship crashes and the guy's like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do? I've crashed my ship and I'm trapped." And his cat comes walking along and he's just like, "Meh," and he's like, "Shit, kitty, you'll have to help me." And the cat's like, "Meh," and he's like, "Can you actually understand me? I thought this plan was fucked. Well, shit, if you can understand me, you gotta go get in the robo suit." And the cat's like, "Man," and then it gives you control.
Yeah.
You're like, alright, I'm gonna go become the fucking, like, Gato Robo, I guess. Goddamn.
Of course. What are your other options? I mean, just keep being a cat? That guy's dead.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, probably dead either way. I don't know. It sounds like he's maybe being crushed in a spaceship.
No, he's fine.
Maybe. It's a Devolver game, man. I can't guarantee that. Speaking of Devolver games, and especially considering as both of us, as far as the previous channel went and this channel goes, are huge Devolver fans. I got the Devolver bootleg game.
Oh, yeah.
And
Bootvolver.
fantastic. So good.
Also, Bootvolver, I hardly know her.
You mean, Shooty Boots? I think you mean Shooty Boots.
I guess I mean Shooty Boots. That's probably what it is.
A classic Devolver game. Sorry, the whole thing is fantastic. The trailer that's just like, you go to this Steam web page that's totally bootlegged, and you go here and you download our game for just a small fee. And then you get all of these cool bootlegged Devolver games. And you actually download the game and it gives you like this weird like fake boot simulator thing. And also when you boot the game for the first time, it just kicks a trophy that's like, "Ha ha ha, I can't believe you actually bought this." Which is fantastic, because me either, it seems silly as shit. But you get such fantastic titles as Hotline Milwaukee. What were the other ones? Shooty Boots. Cat Game.
Cat.
And others.
Others.
And others.
Yeah.
I don't know, good game. Maybe we'll play some of that on the channel. That's pretty fun.
A little bit of Bootvolver.
Bootvolver's a good time. Bootvolver, I hardly knew her. Had to get the first one in, you know.
That's fair. I don't know. I beat Bomb Rush Cyberpunk yesterday.
Fuck yeah.
I kind of did. I think there's one more character I don't have. But other than that, I got all of them. Turns out you can get a character from every bad guy like group in the game by just beating their high scores in whatever area they're in. And these were not easy high scores, I want to be clear. Most of them were like 5 million or above in like 200 seconds. But had a lot of free time, so. And I was trying to forget the fact that, you know, I had like not done whatever and I was feeling bad about it. Little did I know I would later be fired for that. So worth it to actually have just kind of forgot about it and done that instead. But yeah, we got all of those. There was LeVar Burton. Kept, you know, saw him around a couple more times. Got him as a character, so that's cool. There's like one more guy I think, but I don't know where the fuck he is. I'll have to find him later.
In Bomb Rush?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. That makes more sense.
Yeah, LeVar Burton for sure.
I thought you were trying to say you had unlocked LeVar Burton at the furniture store, and I was like, how did you do that?
I did unlock him. I unlocked him and as a skateboarding character. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Can you imagine if we had unlocked Tony Hawk at the furniture store? That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have saved us, but...
See, I don't know, because our boss all the time got that one stat that was letting them go home early whenever the fuck they wanted.
Bro,
that was
that's
crazy.
true. The passive stat, just I'm going home, I don't care.
That's a good one.
The thing that happened yesterday after they gave this crazy order, and then it didn't happen.
I'm telling you, that's crazy. I wish I had gotten secret moves like that. Let me just sub in Tony Hawk or something.
Is badass.
You know, if they get to, you know, use the secret, like, leave technique, maybe I can use the secret summon technique to let me bring in other skateboarders. You know, suddenly Rodney Mullen shows up, starts doing sick tricks on the couches or whatever. Badass.
Hell yeah.
My one and only regret for this job? Not riding a couch. They gave us the tools. They gave us the time. I did not jump on a couch. I really regret not doing that. Everything in my body really wants to do that. Like... If you ever, like, get a new couch... I don't think those fucking roller things are that expensive. Can we fucking ride this couch?
We're gonna race the old couch? Yeah.
I'm telling you, we'll just fucking race couches.
I'm not fucking sure.
It sounds fantastic.
Fucked up already. I'm gonna get hurt.
No. I mean, is it gonna be worse than the last couple of times that we've gotten hurt doing stupid shit?
All somehow involving couches?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. I actually started to think about that as I was watching The Wild Boys to try to not be upset about my job yesterday. You know, I'd be down to get hurt in some stupid ways because I get hurt in regular ways all of the time as is.
I just want to have a normal job where I go in and I do the job for 8 hours and no one like does any stupid or crazy shit and then I go home and I just do that for years. That is what I would like to do. That's it. I don't even really care what that job is. I just want to keep doing it.
You can work at the Allsups.
Maybe.
Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it. The lady behind the counter today made that seem super fucking cool.
Should make it seem pretty cool. Weirdly did not hate her life for a gas station worker.
And I usually hate everybody behind the counter at Allsups because they're all bastard people. So, like, I'd be a bastard person for like $20 an hour. Like, goddamn.
I mean, I saw some bastard people lining up with me on the other side of the counter also.
What do you think they did for a living?
I don't know. I kind of want to do what Pepsi guy was doing, which is just lift like 4 small pallets of Pepsi on a dolly into places.
Yeah.
That seems more badass to me.
Seems pretty chill, right?
Yeah. I just drive a little van around, which I'm like not afraid to park places because it's just a regular sized car. That'll be sick.
I don't know, man. I got a good bit of experience doing a lot of stupid shit, so we'll find something. Hopefully it's entertaining and it pays well. That's all I can ask for. I just wanted to, like, bring me the slightest bit of joy and the mildest bit of entertainment. It's like something like mildly positive, and then it pays decent. That's all I'm asking. I feel like that's not too much. Like a little bit of joy. A little bit of that happy joy times. Woohoo! Do you think people still like watch Ren and Stimpy? I mean, I watched some of it the other day, but like,
Yeah, I do.
You think happy joy lands as a reference? You think that's?
I
like,
knew what you were talking about. I mean,
alright, hell yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of a dead cartoon for sure. Oh yeah, no, that whole bit is so much.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I know.
Man.
Man, like, that's basically what Pizza Tower is like,
I
that
don't know,
kind
'cause
of deranged shit.
But at the same time, like, Powdered Toast Man is an obscure reference.
For sure.
So I feel like happy joy is a little wild and out there. Powdered Toast Man was a good time. Actually, when I saw him in a video game, I was like pretty blown away. Like,
Yeah.
they actually put Powdered Toast Man in this shit. What? I don't even remember what that game was. Like Nickelodeon Fighters or something.
Hell yeah, Nickelodeon Fighters. Yeah,
it
bro,
was-
I
it was one of
wouldn't
those
mind
free games on
applying
PS4.
for like Coca-Cola or something or whatever, right? And just being like, hey, I drive the Coke van around.
You just want to roll around being like, I sell Coke.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I stock that Coke, don't worry.
Bruh, you could be a tow truck driver for the people that made our truck, Inner City.
Do I need a special license though? I bet I need a CDL for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, well, you can't smoke weed and get a CDL. That's the only bummer.
Smoke weed after you get a CDL, for sure.
Well, yeah, but I'd like to do both.
Who wouldn't?
Why can't I smoke the good weed and drive the good truck?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, you let truck drivers smoke weed, a lot more people would be truck drivers. Yeah, I'd for sure get a CDL and drive truck if I could smoke pot. I wouldn't do it while I'm driving the truck. I'd like wait until I'm like rest time or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, I'm telling you, turn the truck off, turn on your little like gaming station back there, just start toking up. That'd be great.
awesome.
And then you wake up the next morning, you drive your truck again. Like,
That'd be sick.
it'd be dope. But they won't let me do that. So
No.
I'm not a truck driver.
No.
But if they would,
If they would.
like, I'm not lying in any way, shape, or form. I straight up would drive a truck if they'd let me smoke weed.
It'd be kind of sick.
I already vaguely know how to drive a stick shift as is, so like,
Just fucking trucking brothers it.
and I've already driven a big truck, so like, slightly bigger is not gonna be that much worse.
No, really.
And I was getting pretty good at backing it in, so like, I know it's a little worse as like a trailer attachment, but like, backing in large object already is kind of rough, so like,
No, for sure.
it's just good skills for later.
You get the hang of it.
I'm telling you, we need moving trucks at some point. I got you.
Feel
No
alright
problem.
about that, right?
Confident about that one right now. You know, maybe I'm being dumb about this. Maybe I just go work for like Ashley.
You're really funny.
Or like Aaron's or like one of the other fucking furniture stores. Like, hey, I just worked for House of Furniture and they fucking suck.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that in because fuck them.
Because fuck them. They were pieces of trash.
They were. All the way around. Fucking saying grace at work meetings and shit.
Yeah.
Like...
Just a trash bunch of individuals, really.
Yeah. Yeah. No tact. No tact.
Nah.
I'm telling you, you got fucking Darth Vader and fucking Charlie's uncle and just the worst people. Wish we could have hung out long enough today to hit Darth Vader.
I really, really wish that, yeah.
I'm telling you. It's a couple of good ones.
Probably would have died.
No. It's only like 50 something. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm trying to think of like. I've been playing a lot of Hell Let Loose. That game's fun.
Oh yeah.
It's long. It's one of the main reasons I feel like I don't get as much of it in. Is like those matches can go for like an hour for sure. And so it's just like, man, I really got to be in the mood to like spend 1 hour at least, you know, playing whatever game.
Oh, that's fair.
It's rough. Yeah, I don't know. That's just more again. Like that's just more or less it for me.
I guess let's take a break.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking break. See y'all in a second for emails. If you want to send an email, you can send one to luckstat0@gmail.com.
The literal zero, not spelled out.
That's luckstat and then the number 0@gmail.com. You can do it.
We believe in you. Send those emails.
Send them.
2 hours later.
Hello.
Welcome back for the second half.
Second half of Luckstat 0, the cast, as opposed to whatever game we, etc. end up playing.
That is not my water cup.
Nope. That's the old alcohol receptacle.
All right.
Yep. The old piss reservoir, that one.
So sometimes people send us emails.
They do, and we have a couple because I haven't done a podcast in a minute because rebranding.
So we're gonna read some from the old podcast.
I'm gonna do my best because like
No, you're fine.
Pop's feeling it.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
And if you want to send one to the new podcast, you can send that to luckstat0@gmail.com.
That's luckstat and the numerical 0.
luckstat0@gmail.com. And we'd love to read your emails. Who knows what you'll send us.
I'd read the fuck up out of it. Just like I'm gonna read these.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
I don't think I'm unliterate yet. Alright, so this was sent like, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
A month ago. Who knows?
It was this month.
3 months ago. It's fine. We got it now.
It's Cheddar Bob's question of the week. On the last episode of Christmas Ball Z, our heroes hurl thousands of molten honey buns at homeless people in the Lincoln Tunnel on their journey to the North Pole to have Santa take them off the naughty list. When surrounded, a pimp named Slickback and his 12 hoes of Christmas led them out of the tunnel. Witness the exciting tale of Elf on the Shelf for Mommy sucking Santa's candy cane.
The fuck?
Elf on the Shelf 4, Mommy Sucks Santa's Candy. It's a porn name, I think.
No,
Greetings,
for sure,
Supreme
for sure.
Chancellors of the Couch Senate. Greetings, employed people. Go fuck yourselves.
You couldn't come up with a better, like, Christmas porn name than that, though? Like... I feel like there's something better out there than that.
I guess not go fuck yourselves, but you could have done better on the porn name.
For sure, for sure.
A pimp named Slickback led us to the sea of swirly-turly gumdrops. We asked him to come with us on our journey. He politely declined, saying he had to protect the tunnel from bums and he needed to collect his dues from his top yetch. Respect.
Respect.
We venture on through the sea. The sea is known to have more flavors of gumdrops than the human mind can comprehend. I'm gonna run that back one more time. The sea is known to have more flavors of gumdrops than the human mind can comprehend.
I'll drink to that. You wouldn't believe how many flavors of gumdrop are out there.
These motherfuckers ain't never been to an ocean before.
Like 11.
But apparently the sea was stocked with Swedish fish from Charles Dickens when he made his journey for some Christmas spirit. He had to dump the fish to make room for Christmas spirit.
Sounds like they were just dicking around. You didn't like that one?
I'm so tired, Jacob. I've been tired for a long time, and it's really hitting me today, as one might imagine.
Yeah.
No, it is pretty good. He had to dump and elf slaves.
What? Just and elf slaves.
He had to dump the fish to make room for Christmas spirit.
And elf slaves.
And elf slaves.
Okay.
These Swedish fish may look harmless and delicious, but they weren't naturally red. Those fish are carnivorous by nature, and if we step 1 foot in the water, we'll be eaten alive.
Okay.
We had no option but to swim to the nearest island, though, but I thought you couldn't step 1 foot in the water.
But they had no option.
I bravely jump in first so Daniel doesn't get hurt. Then I hear Daniel pass me by, his back glistening.
Whoa.
Set me off for some reason. It was as if I was seeing his back soaked in water, and it triggered a racism buff. But I can't put my finger on why. Why would Daniel's back covered in water set me off? Anyways, we swim faster. Daniel, knowing I was going to beat him, summoned the essence of Speedy Gonzales to beat me to the island.
Ridiculous.
They got a second one in at the end. I didn't think they were going to. We arrive on an island with a bunch of odd-looking toys. Apparently this place belonged to the toys that were rejected by Santa. For some reason there was a bear that was like had a bunch of STDs. I don't want to know what the elves did to the bear. What caught our eye was they had a steamboat. We convinced them that we were going to get Santa to give them back to the children. A second chance at life. We immediately locked them in the engine room and tossed the nutcracker with brittle teeth in the engine fire. Anytime we needed more fuel, another defective toy went into the fire. I thoroughly enjoyed the screams, but the steam engine drowned out a lot of it.
I guess fuck the elves.
We were coasting until a North Pole warship rolled up on us. This ship was apparently responsible for taking out hundreds of Soviet vessels during the Cold War and beyond. Santa hates Russians apparently, but that makes sense. Santa and Stalin historically had mad beef. That's why millions died in Santagrad. For being on the naughty list, Santa delivered the Nazis to Russia. The warship greeted us kindly, saying thanks for taking care of toys. They asked us to board, and they would take us to the North Pole. We obliged, and left the steamboat and misfit toys to drift forever. soon as we boarded one of the elves, fuck, man, my balls fucking, goddamn, I really gotta get, like, okay, yeah, we're good. Sometimes you just gotta scratch your balls. As soon as we boarded, one of the elves mentioned that Daniel and I were wet. He said that Daniel's back was wet. I noticed one of the elves was black and had a grill. The steamboat was fully stocked with Coors Light. I had my fair share, but I was able to hold back my racism. Until one of the elves said the ship was fully stocked with Coors Light, but we couldn't have any. With my racism towards Daniel, and otherwise about to explode, Daniel and I took action. We rolled a nat 20 on our strength check. We rip and tear through the elves. None survived. Elves are small and brittle, and the slightest kick sent guts and brains flying. We took over the ship and we start heading towards the North Pole. Would you rather have dementia starting in your 40s or live your entire life in the Soviet Union?
Entire life in the Soviet Union.
Okay. Just about it.
Yeah, I don't want dementia. Are you kidding me?
I would just die at 40.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'd be like, alright.
Well, but, you know, maybe you have your whole life in the Soviet Union and it just kind of works out.
Sincerely, Cheddar Bob at a tap room on a business trip, and that's fair.
Maybe you get out of the Soviet Union. You know, there were ways out of that.
You have to live your whole life there. According to them.
Well, the whole Soviet Union didn't last my whole lifespan, so, like, I assume...
No. So you just gotta live in one of those countries, then.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
Russia,
I assume you have to
or
live
the
in Russia for the span of what the Soviet Union was. And that's not that bad. Like, what, 20 years? 30 years?
I figured it was Russia forever.
I mean, either way,
That would
that's
change,
still
I don't
better
know.
than dementia.
I don't know, Russia's not great.
Well, neither is slow deterioration of your brain and
No, but
motor
I'm
function.
saying,
Like,
just kill me, but at least I got to have cool stuff outside of Russia. As opposed to when I get sad of being Russian at 40 and just kill myself and didn't get to have cool stuff.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you get to have the vodka, though.
That's true. That's true. Maybe vodka and homophobia are worth it.
Who knows? Maybe.
It's not me.
I mean, me either, but maybe.
But maybe. Our next email comes to us from Daniel, titled The Swirly Twirly Gumdrop Sea. Good evening, Thundercatch Cast. Good evening, Daniel.
Like 4 o'clock. Actually, that is evening. Yeah, actually, for once.
I wouldn't even know it, to be honest, so I'm pretty lit. I hope your night is lit and breezy 420 easy bake oven style. It is not.
No, it's been pretty shit garbage. But
It's been bad.
it'll be alright, we figure it out.
Though last week I may have sent out my email late, there's no proof anywhere online or on the dark web.
True.
So if I got roasted for sending my email late, it technically doesn't count. Anyways, after battling the homeless to get into the Lincoln Tunnel, we had to cross through the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops. Oh, fuck. Known for being the sweetest...
I'll be right back.
Known for being the sweetest sea in the North Pole and containing every type of gumdrop flavor known to man, even the coveted red velvet ice cream flavor. Holy shit. There's a coveted red velvet ice cream flavor gumdrop. It's probably still terrible because it's a gumdrop, but that does sound delicious. I've never even had red velvet ice cream, I don't think. I've had red velvet cake. I don't know if I've ever really had the ice cream, but perhaps. It sounds good though. It sounds nice. I don't know if I'm gonna. We're gonna try to push it out until Jacob gets back, probably. But we will see how long the email is. Unfortunately, this sea has also been a victim of man. The notoriously invasive Swedish fish was introduced back in 1865 when Charles Dickens had his successful expedition to capture the essence of the Christmas spirit. He dumped the fish and the tiny team to haul back 35 tons of Christmas spirit. We knew we couldn't survive the 25-foot gumdrop waves for too long, or the carnivorous Swedish fish. So we had to make do a closest island mass. We saw a small island and decided we could totally swim 30 meters. We snorted some spare Christmas Coke we stole from the bums earlier, and we jumped into the gumdrop waves. Since my people are known for traversing dangerous waters, I felt like a Hispanic Michael Phelps. Cheddar Bob kept up his pace, not wanting to come in second and have to stare at my back, which was getting wetter. When we arrived to the island, I came in first, suck at Cheddar Bob. We noticed we had arrived at the island of misfit toys.
God, Cheddar Bob and his garbage swimming skills that apparently everyone knows about.
This place was filled with sad toys that had small imperfections no kids wanted, and Santa deemed as void. A toy soldier that doesn't shoot, a doll that doesn't hug, and bears that have STDs and UTIs.
I mean, those are pretty defective.
One of those seems like way worse than
Yeah,
the
I was
other
gonna say,
ones.
those last couple seemed way the fuck worse. Almost like they 100% should have never been sent out. Soldier that doesn't shoot, not so bad though. You give it to a kid that kind of sucks or something, you know, like, or a kid who's never had anything, you know, and he gets a little toy soldier for once.
Kid that doesn't suck.
No, you gotta give it to a kid that sucks though, like, right? Like, some kid who's just like the fucking worst, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It seems fair. It's like,
What we really noticed was the steamboat they had parked in the front. I hatched a great idea. I convinced the toys we would take them to Santa to plead a retrial, even for the bears. They were ecstatic
not the bears.
They were ecstatic to have a chance to make kids smile and happy. I was excited knowing we would have clean fuel to run the steamboat. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to dry ourselves off. We immediately locked them up in the engine room, and whenever we needed fuel, we threw them into the fire. Luckily, the engine canceled out all the screams of terror in the upper deck, so that was a plus. But then we saw the infamous North Pole warship, known for taking out 5 to 7 Soviet and then later Russian battleships a day in the past 50 years. It's thousands. Then Ruskies have been on the naughty list since the Cold War and have been trying to invade ever since. They seemed friendly on the comms and were friendly enough to lead us to the first candy cane forest. But when we boarded the ship, leaving the steamboat behind to drift aimlessly in the sea, these motherfuckers were racist as hell. As soon as I boarded,
They haven't been the whole time.
as soon as I boarded, they said, "Hey, your back's wet. Do you need a towel?" Like, what the fuck? That was their first strike. Their second strike, according to Cheddar Bob, was race mixing after noticing a darker elf with grills. But their third mistake...
What the fuck?
According to Cheddar Bob. But their third mistake was having all that Coors and not letting us drink it because they're on the job or something. We had to kill them. Cheddar Bob and I made quick work of them. Elves are tiny and can be kicked very easily. Their tiny organs would explode from our kicks and punches. It would have been more bloody, but Christmas elves bleed 100 proof eggnog. We drank some elves. Only some. Not all of them, okay? When have you ever heard of 100 proof eggnog? Your friend, Time Bandit Ramirez. If you could hide an elf on a shelf, where would you hide it? I need ideas. Sent from my iPhone. Put it behind their head while they're sleeping. Put it on their pillow.
Nah. If they have like a headboard, like halfway behind the headboard.
Put it on the fucking... Put it in the microwave.
Strap it to the cat.
If they have an animal, yeah, just like lightly scotch tape it to the animal. Just, yeah, there you go. I mean, if you like bookcases or mantles or something, those are the regular places to put that shit.
On the ceiling fan,
That's a good one.
like up on top of it.
Put it
Just,
in the
like, let it take it
fireplace.
over. I don't know about that. You might just accidentally burn it up on the shelf.
No, it's prepping for Santa. He comes down the fire tunnel.
If you have like a little like medicine cabinet thing in your bathroom, you can hide him in that.
Yeah. Put it like, I don't know, in the car or something. You could put it like,
Oh, actually, on the fucking like rear view, if they had the fucking back window windshield wiper thing, like under that.
put
That's a
it
good
on
one,
the
actually.
Krimu tree if you have one. You could put it
Could put it on yourself.
on a barrel.
You could strap it to your mom. You could put it on a dog. I don't know, man. You could like hide it in the oven or something.
Yes,
That's like a findable place.
they'll find it.
Surely won't start a house fire.
No.
Was that the emails?
That was all the emails, yeah.
So a lot of my news for this week is gaming stuff.
I'm ready.
Alright.
My body is ready.
Let me smoke this
Do you
weed.
want me to run the Destiny 2 thing first? 'Cause we're
Go
talking
right
about that.
ahead, because I gotta smoke this weed either way.
Okay, cool. So, while I was fucking around earlier, looking at different games, I recently learned that Destiny 2, currently is firing, like, a good quarter of their whole staff. And I went like, why is that happening? And as I looked deeper into it, I learned that a long while ago, back when the big split happened between those two from the Halo franchise, and 343 was bought by Microsoft, Bungie entered into a sort of Satan deal with Sony,
Right.
in which they would keep them going and do whatever, but if they should ever become unprofitable, Sony would take over them entirely.
Which honestly, pretty cool. Sony's a dope company. I like
Via their
them.
board of directors. And somehow, as I looked into it, Destiny is like, despite all its hype and the commercials and whatever, it's like not a very profitable game. Like they basically barely break even on it, which is weird.
But you love Destiny.
And so recently, it appears they basically were about to not break even hard enough that Sony would have become the new effective owners and board of directors of this company. And instead of, like making some money happen from the bonuses still being received by the current Bungie executives, they have decided to fire like a fuck ton of people. And what I was saying to Jacob was basically that, like, the way I see it, and I know people never want to sacrifice, especially in times of crisis, but like, you can only fire all of your staff one time. And now it's going to be very hard to get out any of the future plans that might have made you money going forward. That's my piece of gaming news.
I got a lot, so we're gonna start with the day before, because I think that one's the funniest. So the day before was supposed to be a survival game that featured side missions that you could do and all kinds of cool different things. Maybe you could meet up with friends and make a clan or something like that. Yeah, that game folded within 3 days. They pulled it off of Steam immediately and were like, that's terrible. We should not have done that. But before that could happen, about 200,000 copies sold.
Damn.
The entire parent company folded themselves, and they began to do refunds, and refunded about 109,000 copies.
Hell yeah.
The game was live again for about 4 days. They gave 50% refunds for a good portion of that before deciding that they had to do more than that, clearing them nearly $4 million. In response to that, Survival Games Icarus and DayZ made fun of them and had the day after sale on Steam, as well as DayZ and Rust making fun of a post that they made that they had to then, you know, take down because DayZ and Rust took the exact same format and of their post that was like, hey man, you know, like, we fucked it, but here's all the stuff that we did, and DayZ went, alright, well, here's how that's stupid, and here's all the stuff that we've actually done in the last little bit. And then Rust just kind of crossed out all this stuff on DayZ's post and just put their own name on it, which I thought was the funniest of all of them. Just,
yeah, that's pretty funny.
You know what? I'm kind of lazy. Just scratch out DayZ's name and let's just write Rust there. We've been live as long as them. But the craziest part of all of this, and is shortly about to be stopped because the game itself is about to be entirely pulled from Steam. But there are scalpers out there currently that have Steam keys and are selling the game for $230 to $300 a key.
Goddamn.
But the servers are about to die, so there's almost no point in paying that money. Like, can you imagine paying $300 for a dead game?
That's crazy.
Just to say you have a dead game? Like,
that's my dead game.
No, really.
Well, I don't know. PT sells for like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but PT's playable.
That's fair.
And terrifying.
It is very scary.
Like, alright, in other news, there's a new Prince of Persia game. The graphics look kind of bad for 2023, but it's a side-scroller again. So, you know, it could be kind of cool. You never know. New Jet Set Radio, of course, we talked about previously. That sounds pretty rad. There's a new Like a Dragon game, also known as the Yakuza games. It looks like the game itself is a lot bigger and has a lot more going on in it, but now it's set in Hawaii. I think it was something set in like your mom's looking for you or something. I don't know, I didn't pay that close of attention. Tekken 8 is also on the way, and it claims to have 32 unique characters. So that would be interesting.
But will it have net play?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. For some reason, I thought the Suicide Squad game that they announced around when the movie came out had happened already, but it didn't, and that's on its way.
I thought it was canceled, so that's crazy.
No, that one's still coming. I thought it came out already. I thought that one just happened and sucked, so no one talked about it. So, yeah, that's still happening. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 are being remastered. And while I'm mildly excited, they're only bringing them from PS1 graphics to PS2 graphics. So, frankly, it's not really that good of a remaster.
Okay.
Honestly, if they're bringing the whole control scheme up to date, not so mad at it. I'd play them again, even at the bad graphics. Like, loved the Tomb Raider games, just kind of thought the tank controls were kind of garbage. Alone in the Dark is getting a new installment for some reason. We're continuing the Cthulhu-type horror-esque nonsense, and going down that weird garbage path, so I might buy that. That seems kind of silly.
That'd be sick.
Of course, you can't forget The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster Part 2, cause fuck you. The studio also announced the cancellation of The Last of Us Online, saying that they would not be able to produce the game itself because they needed all the resources they could to produce the current game they're working on.
The Last of Us 2
which is The
remaster.
Last of Us Part 2, the remaster. Because, again, fuck you. I'm probably gonna mispronounce the last name. Oh, wow, I didn't write down who this person is either. So, Andre Brower passed away at 61. I'm not sure who that is or why I wrote that down, but he's probably a really important person.
Hell yeah. Do you mean to look him up or?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I'm sure that's like a really important person, otherwise I wouldn't have written that down. James McCaffrey, who voiced...
Oh, yes, absolutely. He
was
the older black captain from Brooklyn
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
Among other things.
Yeah, but that was his most notable role.
He was 61, he passed of lung cancer.
At the time that I wrote this down, they had only given short illness, so I'm glad we got the update.
There you go.
James McCaffrey, the guy who voiced Max Payne, passed away.
God damn. And yeah, that was right after he like literally just did a role, because I was talking to you about however Alan Wake.
Yeah.
He's in Alan Wake 2 as fucking Max Payne. God damn.
Yeah, he didn't...
That sucks.
He didn't make it out the other side, but he did do the voice role at least for that.
Yeah,
before he went.
Still though, like fuck. Damn, man. Alan Wake 2 is the last time you'll ever hear that person. Like, that's wild.
The last crazy bit of video game news here. The PS1 title Alien Resurrection has a super special cheat code in it. And it's only important for anyone who owns a PS1. And if you do, you're going to want this game. It will let you run any sort of bootleg or copied disc of any game. It has a cheat code that will just let you do that.
What?
Yeah, straight up. The game was released 23 years ago. They put the cheat code in it. The guy who did it never told anyone. The game fully released. It's been out the whole time. No one ever found it. Like a couple of days ago.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, a couple of days ago I found an article that was like, yeah, some guy like recently was like, yeah, you can totally just boot whatever PS1 game you want through that. All you have to do is put in the cheat code like in the main menu, pull the disc, put whatever bootleg disc you have in, and it'll just boot that game.
Fucking crazy.
Right?
God damn.
Because the whole cheat code is just made to override whatever like Sony protection thing.
No, absolutely. That's wild.
No, I actually really want that disc.
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't have a PS1, but I have a PS2, and I imagine I can do the same shit with it.
Yeah, probably.
And then lastly, Bam Margera released a diss track.
Oh?
Yeah. And it's more or less just to diss Wee Man and Steve-O to say they can't skate.
Okay. Got him.
Like, you know what's been going on with, like, Bam Margera lately? Like, you know, kind of drunk, like, running from the police and shit. Yeah, he got with, like, 2 Australian rappers who do this kind of just bad rap song, and then he does just the worst diss track ever. To basically just be like, yeah, these two can't even skate, like, I have a brand and everything, they can't even skate.
Damn.
To which I saw Steve-O respond to this, and it's like, I mean, I guess he can say whatever he wants, man. Like, have an actual skateboard company. Like, we make skateboards. Like, Wee Man actually did a collaboration and also has a skateboard through my skate company, so I don't know why he's saying that.
Such as it is. He's having a bad
It's
time
silly
out
as
there.
shit, but I guess he maybe went to Australia about
Oh,
it.
no, he can be Europe, you know, the south of Europe's problem. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as long as he's not Florida's problem, I feel like he's gonna do way worse in Florida.
They're like the same place.
I was gonna say there's worse animals in Australia, but you could release Australian animals in Florida. It'd be all the same.
It'd work out in the end.
Yeah.
The Florida people will adapt to any ecological incursion that may occur.
Oh man, we've been gone for so long that they announced Grand Theft Auto 6.
They didn't announce Grand Theft Auto 6, that's true. And that's gonna happen in 2 years.
Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know that I'll feel the same way about that in 2 years. Honestly, I don't know that I'll still care about it in 2 years.
No, really. But that's happening. Greta cease.
I think they had announced Red Dead. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on it. I think they had announced Red Dead 3 as well.
Red Deed 3.
Which honestly, I'm willing to bet Red Dead 3 happens before Grand Theft Auto 6.
They just shit the bed on the online again and then release Grand Theft Auto 6. It'd be so fucking funny.
But yeah, that's what I had for
Red
news.
Dead 3 Vietnam. Just
How would that work?
I have no idea.
Like hundreds of years apart. Arthur Morgan, you should have died years ago,
Yeah.
but I'm still alive.
Yeah. And he's just like Rambo. No, I don't know, man. You could send him to World War One. That's about to happen at the end of
That could
one of those games.
actually.
Yeah. They would have gotten drafted if they hadn't died, but they do.
World War Red Dead.
World Dead Redemption.
Close enough. What did you have for news this week? You have any cool and fun facts for the world?
It's not cool and fun.
Might be. I don't know, man. Tomb Raider, barely a remaster, seems kind of neat.
Israel went back to super murder on the Palestinians.
Well, yeah, that's been happening.
Unsurprisingly. We traded for a number of U.S. Political prisoners of war in Venezuela, that country we couped recently, for like members of their political cabinet or whatever, representing their first willingness to do so. So I guess that's cool for those Americans that want to come back to America. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of other, like, I guess I should have written down more of it, really, as far as the news.
I had assumed that you would have. I forgot the thing I was telling you about the other day, the Portal Revolution.
Yeah.
That mod comes out soon. That ought to be pretty rad.
That will be pretty rad.
They're doing a One Punch Man game? I guess they already did, probably, but
They're gonna punch one man.
that could be kind of neat.
I could fuck me. It sounds like a very silly thing. Like, is everyone not? I mean, is it not gonna just be me walking up to a boss and then just tapping a button and hitting them, and then that's the end of it? That's the whole.
Yeah, that might be the thing.
Just
actually.
one punch.
That does seem really silly.
It seems very silly. You're gonna walk up to the last boss and you're gonna tap him once and he doesn't die. And you tap the button like 6 times and he dies. You just throw a bunch of punches.
You were a Helldivers fan, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a Helldivers 2 coming out.
It looks
in
sick.
February.
It's way different too.
Nice.
The last one was a top-down, and this one is a third-person shooter.
Mario versus Donkey Kong is gonna come out eventually. That ought to be
That's
kinda
true.
neat.
Mario Fight the Ape.
That comes out in February.
He fight.
It seems neat to me just because I like the original, like, almost Donkey Kong-esque style in a
Mario
kinda
versus Magilla Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Yeah.
badass. I like the idea too, right? Like the kind of classic, like throwing the barrels at people and shit like that. Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I love Mario versus Great Babe. It's gonna be a fantastic time.
Did you try for that as your YouTube channel? Because that would have been one.
No, it's like an actual like cartoon.
Yeah, but who cares?
I assume it's like solidly taken based on that. I mean, I know everybody's waiting for Princess Maker 2.
Be a Gray Babe.
No.
You didn't even attempt it. Someone would say you didn't even want to be a Gray Babe.
You know, everybody's highly anticipating the next game, Run, Bun, Bun, Run.
Run, bun, bun, run.
I don't know.
Gotta be about rabbits, right? It's gotta be.
I hope it's not.
Okay.
It just says help Bon Bon escape the seemingly bottomless trap.
That's saucy. Saucy business.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer.
No, don't, honestly.
Just to leave everyone in confusion.
Well, alright. If that's all we got, then,
I think that's all we got.
hell yeah. We'll see you guys, I mean, probably before next week if I can get a video out, but otherwise next week for some podcasting. Probably at a more reasonable time. I don't know. It will depend on what jobs we get, I guess.
Also true.
But love y'all and be safe. And, you know, kill your bosses. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.